Hello, this is One Mad, and I'm going to show you how I modded my UDI U818a-1 drone. This is the box for it, what it normally would look like, and let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing I did was I removed the body from it and looked at the stock antenna, which was just this little tiny silver knob right here. So what I ended up doing was I took some Romex cable, which is in-house electrical wire, and I stripped down part of it. This is 2.5, a little under 2.5 millimeters length from the start to where it starts curving around. Then it's about 5 millimeters all the way around the angle, then back to 2.5, back down. Then I soldered it in the corner together so it made a full connection. And then I left some of the insulation wire on there, so when I run it down and underneath the main board here, then soldered it together. It sits in there pretty good if you angle it right. It's pretty tight underneath that board, so you don't have to move it too much. I took the controller apart and did the same thing, because this is a fake antenna and it was just a little wire knob inside there. So what I ended up doing was popping a hole in, taking the 4 screws out, and the back just pops off. You just flip it upside down, because the 2 wires from the battery will keep the back still connected to the front. You'll see the little wire there. Make your wire connection the same length as you made it on the drone one right here. Keep it insulated, then drill a little hole through and just poke your wire down all the way through there. Solder it to the normal wire that's there. Then what I did to make it so it stayed a little together is right here inside I ran a little hot glue gun and ran the wire, just hot glued it into place, so when I snapped this back in it would keep it from turning and whatnot. And that's what I did with the remote to keep the antenna better. Doing the antenna mod for me, I'd say added probably at least 50 feet, at minimum 50 feet extra in range from the 120 or 130 feet it says it goes originally. Alright, so the second thing I did was I took the body, and it had these curves that went all the way around in a big circle. I cut all the curves out except for the one that had the light in it. I left that one there so I would know what direction my drone was facing when it's way off in the air and you can't see the color of these anymore. So you know what way you're facing. Alright, so cutting all these down took off a lot of weight and helped flying dramatically in the wind. I fly in the wind all the time now with no problems. Just drop it on mode 2 so you got the extra power and angle, and go. Last thing I did though was, here, let me put the body back on so I can show you. Just got to reconnect the light real quick, which can be a little pain in the butt sometimes, just because how short it is. Let's see, okay. Make sure I got the wire going in the right direction. Just plug it in that little plug where it plugs in anyways. Want to make sure this peak is facing in the right direction. And since I have the white propellers for the face, that's the forward direction. Okay, so what else I did, let's flip it over here, is I took away the lights that were on the side because they just added weight. And what I did is on the body is I bent these corners in all the way around. So it gives me a little bit added protection and aerodynamics. I don't know, I guess I feel, because I ran it into the snow many times and haven't had any problems with it. I hot glued a little hole in the back because there was just an empty spot. I didn't want water or whatnot getting into it. So yeah, I just bent these corners in just a hair so it held this in tight. And I don't know if it helped or improved it, but sure it looks better. And you can see by angling it keeps it down. So that's what I did with my UDI U818a-1 drone. It improved it dramatically for me. Oh, I painted mine so it didn't have that normal look. That's what I did to mine. It improved it dramatically with the antenna and cutting away all the body and stuff. Even with the paint on there, still, I think it weighs like 78 grams with battery. And it normally lays like 120 just out of the box. So that's not too bad with an antenna and doing some major improvements. So I hope this mod or this video helps you mod your drone. Peace out.